Every once in a while, we get a chance to look at an operation that doesn't involve the farm, at least not directly. Now, today, we take you behind the scenes of a very successful Boston, Georgia candy company that enjoys using regionally grown products to make some sweet treats for you to enjoy. George Dillon made his first batch of candy in 1918 in the stockroom of a neighborhood grocery store. For 3 generations, the art of hand-making small batches of specialty nut candies cooked in open copper kettles has been kept alive by the Dillon family.
And from that origin to locations in Jacksonville, Florida, and also Thomasville, Georgia, he had several factories. In the 50s, he retired, moved to Boston, began a farm. That didn't work out, and he had saved some of his equipment from the factories, and he and my grandmother began to make candy again as a retirement business. And so they sold to local merchants and did that up until his passing in the early 80s.
Inside the candy factory on U.S. Highway 84 in Boston, Georgia, you'll find all types of delicious nut candies, including brittles, pralines, and pecan logs being made.
Belt-coated product. We buy the pecans and we buy the chocolate. Then we melt the chocolate and we coat those pecans in the chocolate. It's made in what you call a fire mixer with a copper kettle that's cooked, mixture of sugar and nuts. Initially, where we may have had about a ratio of 4-to-1 milk chocolate to dark chocolate, now we're seeing more of a 3-to-2.
A UGA graduate, Tom Cook, said he's proud to use Georgia-grown products like pecans and peanuts.
Well, our main products are pecan-based products. A pecan roll, pecan brittle. We also have a peanut brittle and a peanut roll. And of course, those items, the pecans and the peanuts, are indigenous to Georgia. And we use quite a number of those. So we buy from local shellers, and we don't guarantee that all products are from Georgia, but most of those are. Georgia's the #1 producer of pecans, peanuts many times out of the year. So the majority of those do come from the state of Georgia.
The pace is really beginning to pick up at Dillon Candy Company for the upcoming holidays, too.
Work hard, not lose sight that we're making a quality product, and it is what I see as a niche market. We're on the upper end of the scale of, say, a pecan roll or a brittle. The brittles, for example, are hand stretched. They're uniquely thin, makes it easy to eat. The pecan rolls, they're hand fashioned. There's a good bit of handwork that goes into that, as well as with the divinities and the other items. So it's a niche market, and it is something that lately has grown, and people, I think, some of the younger people are becoming more aware of it. I believe the older individuals are used to the product from travels when they had as younger people, and we hear a good bit of that from them.
If you're traveling on Highway 84 in Thomas County, east of Thomasville, be sure you stop and visit Dillon Candy's gift shop. And at any time, learn more about the company by visiting their website, dilloncandy.com.